Welcome to my channel. This is Kodandi, and it has been a year. 2022 has been a year, as I'm sure so many of you have also experienced. For me, it has been a year of really getting my health together. I have had a real health glow up this year. And for those of you that have been following me for a while, you know that back in 2020, March 2020, in that first big COVID wave, I had very, very severe COVID while I was living alone, isolated at an ashram out in the wilderness. So my health in the past two and a half years has really taken a beating. So this year I have felt like I've really had a health glow up. But here are 5 health glow up things that I did this year that you may or may not want to think about for yourself. Number 1, eating for nutrition. Now, I know a lot of people have issues with reading the labels on food and counting calories and things like that, but for me, this has been a really, really important change, especially in my recovery from, this sort of chronic giardia and food allergies. I have had to really read labels and specifically choose foods that are high in iron and protein. Specifically, those two things, increasing the amount and the quantities of iron and protein in my diet, has absolutely transformed my health and it's just been amazing, has been absolutely amazing in how I feel and my ability to just perform on a daily basis, anything and everything I do. I also, in calculating my daily quantities of iron and protein, was noticing that I was not getting enough calories in general. And so I really have to make an effort to count calories to make sure that I'm getting enough. 2 years ago, I was struggling to get 500 calories a day because I had such a serious parasite infection. I dropped all of my weight and I started showing actual nutritional deficiencies. So eating for nutrition and not eating for entertainment or choosing things because of, the flavor or the look or because of my mood or emotions, absolutely transformed the way that I feel. Number 2, tracking my fitness. Now, back in March, I picked up this Garmin VivoSmart 4. Now, this is absolutely the cheapest, bottom of the line fitness tracker you can get. I paid like $50 to get it secondhand on eBay, right? I did not put any amount of investment into getting a fitness tracker, though you can spend hundreds of dollars to get Apple Watch, fancy fitness trackers, all sorts of stuff. Fitness features available, counting steps and doing fitness challenges and, calculating how far I was walking. And at the time, I was struggling to walk a mile a day. Like, that was the fitness level I was at. Even with a dog here, having to walk a dog, I was struggling to walk a mile a day. And, with the help of this fitness tracker, being able to really monitor my fitness and learn how to gently challenge myself, I am now at a point where I am easily walking 3 to 5 miles a day, and I'm starting to get into running. And I'm hoping to be able to get into a marathon, maybe next year, maybe the year after. I don't know. Um, and I'm starting to learn how to do some very simple strength training as well. And it's all because I just got this like super cheap little fitness tracker and started tracking my fitness, counting my steps, and monitoring the amount of miles I was walking. Number 3, yoga every day. Now it's only this year, over the summer, that I have finally had the strength to be able to start doing yoga asana again. Came up with my own routine that is simple enough that I can do it every day. And that is the key. Finding something that is simple enough that you can do it every day, no matter what your situation might be. And so I have found something that works for me, that I can keep up with every day. And it has been just amazingly transformative for me to do my simple little restorative yoga asana routine every day. And I hope that soon I'll have the strength to be able to do a little bit more. But for now, I'm keeping up with my simple routine. Where are we? Number 4. Okay, go lay down. Go lay down. Number 4, moving to a healthier environment. So after I moved out of that mountain ashram that was so isolated I couldn't even get medical care, and the water was massively contaminated from all of the cattle farming surrounding it, I had a lot of trouble finding stable housing. And I ended up in a lot of really bad situations. And I ended up squatting, essentially, in this lady's art studio for almost a year. And the place was, a warehouse. It was physically uncomfortable because of the cold and the draftiness of it. And, just sort of being in her space constantly. I couldn't really unpack. It was a temporary situation. I was expecting to move like anytime. I kept getting these like opportunities to move somewhere else, and then it would fall through. And so I'd pack up my stuff to go, and then like I wouldn't go. Also, it was a respiratory nightmare because we were surrounded by warehouses and freeways, and there were constantly, trucking coming in and out. It was an absolute respiratory nightmare. My breathing was so bad. My health really, really declined while I was there. It was so difficult living there. And I had to just find a better place to live. And a lot of times, it's just that we have to pick up and move to a different physical location. And moving can be expensive and difficult. And sometimes we don't want to leave the location that we're in, but it's just what has to be done sometimes, where it is the physical environment of the building itself, or the location, or maybe the neighbors, the neighborhood. The neighborhood there, we had, there was a particular factory across the street that I could not even walk outside the gate without getting harassed and stalked by employees of this factory. It was such a bad situation living there, and I am glad I got out finally. I wish I could have gone out sooner, but um, my health improved immediately as soon as I moved out of there and got here. And number 5, getting medical care. So this year, getting stabilized back in the Bay Area, back in the cities where I have access to medical care, I really pushed to get help with some specific issues that I was still dealing with. And, finally physically being able to access, the doctor's offices and, get the diagnostic work done, and being able to easily get to the pharmacy to get prescriptions has really transformed my life. And these are for issues that were not solved by kinds of simple self-care methods. And, I tried all the supplements and the herbs and all these other kinds of things, and it was not helping. And I know a lot of you are going to say, like, why don't you just heal yourself with your mind or your third eye? Or why doesn't your guru heal you, or something like that? And you have no idea what healing means and what I've been through. Really, there is nothing wrong with science or medical care or using these things. Really, the only reason why I can sit here and talk to you today is because I was able to access some, really kind of advanced medical treatments and get the medical care that I had been lacking for so long. And it's been absolutely life changing. Medical care and medical advancements and the kinds of treatments that are available have come a long way in the past few years. And the kinds of treatments that are available, I mean, it's just amazing. It's really amazing what is available now. And, especially after Obamacare, um, the accessibility of medical care has increased greatly. I encourage you, get help for whatever it is. Don't just rely on hope and thoughts and prayers and vitamins. See a doctor, and don't be afraid. I am doing my best to live well with this, precious physical form that I have. I don't know how much longer I have on this earth in this body, and I want to take good care of it. And, it's the body that I have. It's my access to this plane of existence. And I am going to take good care of it for as long as I can. And so this has been my health glow up for the year of 2022, hoping for even better in the year of 2023. Thank you. And my dog also thanks you for giving him attention, even though I don't know what is up with him today, but here he is. Okay, Nityanandam.